Hi everyone, welcome to Club UX. If you have just started out into the UX design field, or if you are a beginner into the UX design, then you would have commonly heard about having a UX portfolio. But what does having a UX portfolio means? In this video, we are going to talk just about that. We are going to discuss what is a UX portfolio, who is the audience of a UX portfolio, components of a UX portfolio. Will also look into some of the examples of UX portfolio. What would be the best way to host your portfolio, PDF or web? And we'll also discuss some of the common pitfalls while creating your portfolio. So for a UX designer, a UX portfolio is essentially a communication tool with which a UX designer conveys to others what are the UX projects that they have done in the past. What are the projects that they are working on? What are their past experiences and abilities in the UX? What is the decision-making process of the designer? In other words, UX portfolio is a reflection of your UX design process and your UX skills. It is essentially a storytelling process which is used by the UX designer to convey to others what are the UX design projects that have been taken on by the UX designer. And how did you solve those problems and how did you come up with the solutions? Okay, now that we have understand what a UX portfolio is, let's understand what a UX portfolio is not. A UX portfolio is not just a collection of visual and text. Don't fret too much on the looks. It's not how many UX design tools you used and your proficiency. It's about how you use these tools to create solutions. You can develop proficiency over time. It's not about the research methods you used, but how you use those research methods to get user insights. So now that you know what a UX portfolio is, what it is not, it's important that we understand for whom are we creating a UX portfolio. We create UX portfolio for two kinds of audiences. An organization or a company which includes employers, clients, recruiters who wants to learn about UX projects that you have taken on and how did you solve the user problem. It is done to understand if you fit for a possible role with that organization or not. And you create your UX portfolio for your colleagues, which can be your fellow UX designers, UX researchers, product managers, developers, etc., who would collaborate with you for a UX project. They seek to understand your UX design process and see if and how to work with you. UX portfolio of one UX designer can be different from another UX designer. However, the components remains the same. Let's talk about that. Number one is to have an About Me page. Talk about your educational background, talk about your past experiences, talk about any kind of volunteering work that you have done, talk about your passions. It is just a snapshot of your personality, your work that you have done and your educational background. Next is to have relevant UX case studies. You should ideally have 3 to 4 UX case studies that are relevant to your UX role. These case studies ideally should showcase a range of projects so you can demonstrate your versatility. You should also have your contact information page. You can share your email address or if you're comfortable, share your contact number and also share your social media links as well. And the last thing that you need to have is to have any kind of blogs if you have written. Now again, the components of a UX portfolio of one UX designer can be different from another UX designer. However, the major components remains the same. It's up to you. If you write blogs, then why not include it? Now comes the million-dollar question. Website, PDF or PPT for your UX portfolio. See, it all comes down to the kind of experience that you have and how much time you can devote in creating a portfolio. If you are just starting out, if you are just a beginner and you do not have a lot of case studies to show, then creating a PDF or a PPT is okay. However, if you have a collection of 4 to 5 case studies and you have a good experience of 1 to 2 years, then you cannot just have different PDFs and different PPTs for your projects and then send it out differently to your recruiters or colleagues and everyone. It will take a lot of time and it will create a lot of confusion. So in that case, it's better to have a website. If you are not a developer, then you can simply hire people to create your website. It's not that tough. If you have some kind of experience, if you have your 4 to 5 UX case studies, then make sure that you have a website as a UX portfolio. A UX designer always takes inspirations from others. Let's check out some of the examples of UX portfolio that would inspire you to create your own UX portfolio. Let's check some of the UX portfolio examples now. This is on Career Foundry website, and they have aggregated about 9 portfolios that they thought are pretty amazing. What's more amazing is that they have themselves analyzed each and every portfolio and makes it more easier for you to understand what each and every portfolio represents. So I have picked up my 2 absolute favorites. Let's talk about Gloria's profile and Daniel's profile. So I'm on the home page. Gloria starting with a brief introduction about herself. She has listed out her work here and she ends it up with her contact information. If you want to learn more about Gloria, then you can check out the different tabs here. I also enjoyed Daniel's profile, written a little bit about himself here. What's more interesting is that he has the more relevant projects that he has done. He has collated them under featured projects, and then he has other works also in the separate section, and then another section about himself which ends it up with his contact information. See, all you have to do on Google is to search for the word UX portfolio examples and you will find multiple examples for you to take inspiration from. These examples were inspiring, right? A UX designer always takes inspiration from another UX designer. So whenever you design your UX portfolio, make sure to check out examples available online. Okay, with this, let's discuss some of the common mistakes that you need to avoid when you create your own UX portfolio. Avoid adding too much text or too many visuals. Avoid poor quality of content, which is using illegible fonts, grammatical errors, visuals that are blurry or dark, designed solutions which does not solve the user problem. Poor layout of the portfolio should be avoided, which makes the navigation of the website poor. Too bright or too dark colors should not be used. Poorly articulated projects should be avoided. Solutions that you have created without conducting research, user feedback or validation should be avoided. Let's repeat again. UX portfolio is a storytelling process by which you tell your audiences the kind of projects that you have done, how did you come up with the solution, and how did you solve the problem. So guys, I hope that through this video what is UX portfolio is now clear to you. Make sure that you check out another video where we have discussed about how to create and structure your own UX case study. And make sure that you check out yukti.io, the website where you will find a lot of articles on the topic. And make sure that you subscribe to Club UX for more video on UX, UI, UX research and more.